Hello, everybody, and welcome to this latest episode of our Checkpoint Stop and Chat YouTube series. We're here to go through some of the exciting technology we have on show at the moment. As always, I'm Matthew Manning, and today I'm joined with one of my fellow SEs, Alistair Crawford. How are you doing today, buddy?
I'm fine indeed, Matt. Thanks for inviting me on this. I'm Alistair Crawford. As a quick introduction, I'm a channel SE for Checkpoint and going to be taking you through secure internet access via Checkpoint Harmony Connect.
There we go. That's exactly it. So, Alistair, I know a lot of our customers have made huge use of this over the last sort of 12 months as we've announced the technology. Could you just break down some of the fundamentals of what this technology is and then how this works for our customers?
So obviously, Matt, in this day and age, and how we've been working in this COVID time, a lot of users have been dispersed from their offices, from their safe corporate offices where they're hidden behind firewalls and all of those types of security devices, and put out into the outside world where they're using home internet access and all of that to do corporate tasks and using corporate assets to access the internet. So what Checkpoint have done is produce a technology to actually bring the security closer to the user, actually bring a cloud-based technology that enables them to secure those managed devices as if they were sitting in their corporate environment. Matt, can you bring up the slides for me? Is that possible?
Yeah, absolutely.
So as you can see from my presentation, you can actually see how the actual traffic flows through the technology. So Harmony Connect is the centerpiece to this. You can see from those managed devices, the traffic will flow up through Harmony Connect to your SaaS or internet access, or web pages, whatever. So what we're doing is we're bringing the security closer to the user rather than it sitting within your corporate assets or your corporate DC, where you would have to route the traffic to your environment and then out to the internet again. Because this is an internet based technology, it enables you to have complete access to the security and enable your users to utilize this security when they're accessing internet and SaaS applications. What this embodies is a consolidated core security services that are in the cloud for you. So we're bringing your firewall, your web gateway, or whatever to the cloud and actually enabling your users to access that as a service. So you can see here, you've got the secure web gateway, the zero trust network, the advanced threat protection, the next generation firewall, all packaged as a service in the cloud for your users to utilize wherever they are in the world. So again, a really strong technology to enable you to utilize Checkpoint's leading edge security solutions as a cloud service. So the secure internet access enables you to run the threat prevention, the access control, and the data protection for your users. It's a lightweight client that as you can see here, that's what the client actually looks like. And I'll show you that in a demo a little bit later. And it actually enables you to have the 0-day, the IPS, the URL filtering, the application control without having to have that on your corporate network, having users to traverse that network before they get to the internet. It's a consolidated policy deployment. So it enables you, again, one of Checkpoint's strengths is its policy build, how you can build out the policy is that this is the same type of policy you can build in the cloud. So you've got your action, your rule name, your user group or network, over 8,000 applications, the different data types for DLP. So it's a granular policy. It's an integrated application control, rich database, and real-time inline protection. It's available worldwide. So you can see here it's co-located with Microsoft Azure and AWS. So it delivers low latency and enables your users to access this solution or this service wherever they are in the world. And then, so it modernizes internet access security. So it prevents threats, protects users, controls access. So you control your internet access for your users from a single portal, and it protects data. It governs data, uploads to the internet, monitors shadow IT. So really gives you a fundamental security around your internet access.
So I found this actually really quite a compelling solution to take to our customers. I think one area that's really been popular for me has been in the public sector, where people have been not necessarily opening up their offices. They're really quite cautious, and it's really given them that confidence that they're able to take their users' traffic, force it through a tunnel, and then out and egress from a checkpoint device. Are there any other use cases that you found that have been particularly successful for customers?
Well, obviously, obviously in the current climate with the hybrid worker and stuff like that, again, Matt, you're right, where workers are no longer returning to their offices. They don't want to pipe all of their web traffic through their corporate environment. I think
Yeah.
back in the day when we used to do stuff like this, I remember setting up VPNs in hub mode where we'd have to route all of the traffic from our endpoints back to our corporate proxies or whatever, and then out to the internet, then back to those corporate proxies, then back to their gate machine. So there was a lot of latency, there was a lot of issues with it, and when it didn't work properly, you were like scratching your head looking at the routing and stuff like that. With this, you're actually moving all of that security, corporate security, into the cloud, so users can access it as a service. Do you see what I mean? It simplifies it
Completely.
really,
I think
really nicely.
you think about some of the things that could go wrong. Like you're not just reliant on that user's laptop having a connection to the internet, which is all that Harmony Connect requires. Because obviously in the Harmony Connect platform, we have so much redundancy built into that.
Yeah.
Whereas with the old way of doing things, first of all, tools are incredibly latency sensitive now.
Yeah.
So much business is done over things like Zoom and Teams. So that latency back into the comms room was huge. But also, you've got to make sure that the comms room has power. It doesn't have any faults. It has an internet connection that isn't fill up with other things. So actually, pushing this off to a SaaS-based platform makes a huge amount of sense for
It's
not every
scalability.
customer, but
Scalability
for
is
some
one of the big
customers.
ones
Yeah,
as well. Scalability
exactly.
is a big one as well. Being able to spin up more power through that environment, like as we saw with users instantly being made to work from home within COVID, that
Yeah,
customers were having to purchase bigger boxes to actually accommodate the amount of homework that was ongoing. With this, all you would have to have done was add more users to the environment, and we would
that's
have
exactly it.
taken the heavy lifting. So I think the way I see it is we're taking the heavy lifting away from your IT teams, your administrators and stuff, and actually enabling the infrastructure to grow with what you require and contract as well. So there's the option to actually make it smaller, allowing customers not to having to spend lots and lots and lots of money on infrastructure that in 6 months they may not need to use.
This sounds amazing. Let's see it in practice, Al.
So coming back to this window, so this is our Infinity portals. This is where you can actually control the cloud service for you. So as you can see here under user and devices, we've got one user here that's connected. That is my demo user. But obviously you could have a number of users underneath this that will enable you to actually see what devices are connected, when they were last seen, and stuff like that. We can look at the policy. So we can have a look at the internet access policy that actually allows you to actually granularly control what internet access these users have access to. So again, you can have the action, the name of it, the source, and the destination. So any site or any user, you can select it at a user level, you can select it at a group level. The destination can be different categories of sites. You can set up your own categories of sites. If there's corporate sites that you want them to have access to, you can have, we've got rules here for malicious content. So that's for like botnets and spam. We've got explicit content. So that's obviously illegal drugs and stuff like that, and hate. And then we can block file sharing as well. So again, a real granular control on what people can access. There's an SSL inspection policy, so you can actually have a look within the actual SSL tunnel to make sure that the traffic that's actually traversing the tunnel is what it says it is. And then you can actually set exceptions for the SSL inspection, because not all traffic we want to be inspected. So again, really flexible, really configurable to allow you to actually control what you are looking at and what you're not looking at. And then if we look at our logs and events, we can actually show you exactly what your users have been up to, what they've been accessing, and actually consolidate that into an event type scenario where you can actually see if there are any malicious download files, prevented to go to malicious websites, 3 malicious files found using sandboxing. So an actual gives you a good overview of what's actually going on within your internet security. And then you can look at more of the standard traffic logs. So people that have used Checkpoint in the past will recognize this view, that they can actually see the traffic and see what's going on. You can see that URL filtering has inspected a certain type of traffic and stuff like that. You can see that it's been prevented as well. So again, really giving you some really nice information at a touch of a button in a single console to enable you to understand where your users and what your users have been up to. So now I'm going to actually show you what it actually looks like for the client. So this is a desktop that we have out in the cloud that we use for demo. So again, you can see here that it actually has the internet access secured. So everything that's going from this box is secured via our Harmony Connect internet access. So we will start with a simple, let's go to a well-known gambling site. So let's see what happens. The page is blocked. So you can actually see that, as we saw from the portal, the administrative portal floor, gambling was a category that was blocked. And you can see here the user is being blocked. And now Checkpoint actually have a tool called Check Me that actually checks the actual security posture of your environment. So I'm gonna run this now. So you can see here, our website, are you protected? You can actually select network and actually check the security. So you can see if you're vulnerable to malware infection, command and control communication, and you can see that it's actually secure against all of these exploits. I'll let it finish just to prove the point, but again, it's showing how secure you are using the Harmony Connect internet access. So let's turn this on its head. Let's turn this off and see what difference results we get. So if we click on it and suspend security, you can see now security is inactive. We now go to the same gambling website. It's been allowed. We now go to the Check Me report. We select the same test. We tick on there and we go. So are we vulnerable? Yes, we are, to command and control. So you can actually see the difference between turning this on and turning this off.
And that's it. That's essentially the core function of this particular technology. It's an agent you install on your laptop or PC. Am I right in thinking, Al, that an update to Harmony Mobile is going to be coming out soon? That will actually have the mobile access also go through this platform as well, or am I completely losing the plot?
No, I believe you are correct. Again, there hasn't been any dates announced for it yet, but that is something that I know we are looking at.
Yeah, I wish I could put that in place for my kids. Would be really good. I might see if I can get
Definitely,
a very
definitely.
extended checkpoint only evaluation so that I can force the family iPads.
We all want them. We all want those types of evaluations.
This is exactly it. So it's really good. How long would you say it typically takes to create a portal in our Infinity portal, set up Harmony Connect, and then deploy, say, like 5 agents to 5 different laptops? How long would you say that normally takes?
Again, if you've got the laptops there, if everything, you could be quick, you could do it in about an hour and a half, realistically.
Then you compare that to installing a firewall, deploying,
Yeah,
setting up remote access VPN clients, tunneling back in, setting up policies, which should probably be what? I mean, me and you have done a lot of checkpoint installs, even
yeah.
with the speed that we could probably do stuff at. You're probably talking a day.
Easily a day, easily
Yeah,
a day. There's the
day and a
gateway,
half.
the network, there's a network configuration, there's the understanding of interrupting traffic flow, all of
Yes.
that to actually get
Yeah.
the firewall in place. Um, that makes such difference. And using it as a cloud service really enables you to sort of spin it up quickly and spin it down quickly as well. So it really gives you that flexibility, and it's all about being flexible, especially in this new working world.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Thank you so much, Alistair. I think it's amazing how we've been able to cover so much in short amount of time, explaining to our viewers, what the technology does and actually showing a demo that's available. So thank you so much for that, Alistair. I really, really appreciate it. So for
It's quite
anybody
all
who's
right.
watching, if you're a customer and you want to know more about this technology, reach out to one of our many Checkpoint channel partners that are out there. And if you are a partner and you would like to see this technology a bit further, please reach out to your SE, which will be undoubtedly probably Alistair or myself, and give us a shout. And we would love to go through this technology in a bit more detail. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot, everybody.